Oh, how's everybody doing? Welcome to WrestleKram. This is your host with the most, very humble, very humble host, D Nostra Novice, aka Derek, here with another episode of My Two Cent. Um, I will say this: Happy Cinco de Mayo. If you're drinking, just make sure you're drinking moderation. Be safe, especially where I am, because in the South, where I am, we're getting close to what we call hurricane season, and we're getting destroyed right now when it comes to the weather. So if you are where I am, just be safe and all that good stuff. Let's do some spring cleaning first and foremost. Today is Thursday, of course. Do my 2 cent episodes on Thursday. Friday, we will have a AEW Rampage and a WWE SmackDown. We have the Go Home show, of course, for Backlash 2022. I did earlier today do a my predictions. You can always check on the channel. I don't know how to do the click the thing right now. I don't know how to do that. So, it's all good. It's all good. Also, I will be doing a result show on Sunday as soon as the show is over with. And we'll just have a great time as well with that as well. So Sunday after Backlash, I will have a result show with that as well. Other than that, one more thing. One more thing. One more thing. Let's move my smoothie here. I did get done working out, and I get a smoothie. Well, I try to get a smoothie every night. I don't try to eat heavy, so I do smoothies from Smoothie Kings. I love Smoothie Kings. They're really good. But I showed you my Monkey D. Luffy, and I want to show you I got Sanji. I love Sanji. I love Sanji. So if you look at the back, I have him, and I need Zolo. So I'll get Zolo eventually. Just want to let y'all know I love collecting these. So it's all good. But other than that, let's go ahead and get to the subject of today. My subject, of course, is what I've been talking about the whole week. Why you need factions in not only WWE, but in any wrestling organization that has pretty much a pretty healthy size roster. Now, here's the thing. AEW, they have the winning recipe when they have people actually on the shows. Just think about it. I love Spears, the chairman. We really don't see a lot of him when it comes to wrestling, but we already knew that it was downhill when he was at WWE and he had the little 5 thing. I knew it was just going to be bad regardless of the situation. They got him with MJF, and they got the Pinnacle, and I mean, what's left is just the greatest thing or whatnot. Now, we can even go back. Let's go back or whatnot to the 90s, where you had a up and coming star, and his name was Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Okay, The Rock, Rocky Maivia. When he first came onto the scene, you hated him. I wasn't a big fan of him. I didn't know who he was, and but when they put him into the Nation of Domination, they did a great job molding him. When you had a Hall of Famer like Farouk, Ron Simmons, mold him into the man that multiple world champions. Let's stay in that faction. You had Papa Shango, who was nobody. I mean, Papa Shango was a gimmick. He turned into the Godfather, who became a Hall of Famer. D'Lo Brown, hopefully a future Hall of Famer. And let me think. Another Hall of Famer, another world champion, Mark Henry, was in that faction. So what I'm trying to bring into a whole is that when you have so many people in a group, you know who they are. The thing is with WWE, and I that's one thing I will tell you. I don't like people that lose their jobs. I hate when I hear Amber Moon and she's in tears because they had nothing for her. And she's one of the greatest, not only one of the best NXT women and champions, and you're telling me that you don't have anything for her? I mean, come on, really? Management is for people, to me, management is for people who can take a bump every now and then. She was actually ready to go. If you look at the interview, and I looked at that interview, it was really heartbreaking or whatnot. So it was just weird that you had nothing for Amber Moon. You could have put her in a faction. You could have put her back on main roster, put her into a faction, and everything will be right. I mean, you got Selena Vega, and you have whatever his wife, Carmella. You have those two in a group. Why couldn't you add people to it? That's the thing or whatnot. I mean, it was just weird to me. And here's the thing that AEW does that, to me, it's respect or whatnot. You have these factions, and a lot of those people don't wrestle, but they're there. They're for eyes to see. So you're picking up a check and you're also on TV. What is the point of not having that in WWE? When they have it, it's great. I mean, it's great. Here's a perfect example of whatnot. When I can go back to WWE, you have 4 men called Evolution. All 4 men are either legends, Hall of Famers, or soon to be Hall of Famers. Every single one of them are multi champions. You did a great job molding and building Batista, molding and building Randy Orton, that you've made champions, you've made them relevant. I mean, Batista is doing movies now, for crying out loud. Respect to Dave Batista. Another thing that I can tell you about factions that are awesome that WWE does correctly. You have a person that is actually chasing the belt eventually. I just brought up Evolution, where you had Randy Orton that was chasing that belt, eventually becoming champion. And you also had Dave Batista, who I think was better than the Randy Orton storyline, that was chasing that belt and also became champion. Of course, you have some fails. I mean, NWO was just a dumpster fire when it came to, the politics of Nash and, of course, Hogan. So you didn't have a lot of people in that faction that they had no names and they built them up. I could tell you on a handful of so many jobbers they had within the NWO. But if it's made correctly, i.e. the Bullet Club, I mean, you got Hangman Page, who is world champion. It took him a while, but he is now world champion. So there's things that can develop or whatnot inside of factions that can work. I can give you another example why factions work. Faction, they NWO was a bad faction for molding and developing characters, but what they did that it truly enjoyed is that they broke apart and they made more factions within the factions. Even with Bullet Club, you have the Elite. So once again, that still brings on to the fact where you have multiple people, you have eyes on the product and eyes on that faction, and you have people that actually you can see. Too many people are getting fired, and it's a multi-billion-dollar company. I mean, I'm not understanding that you don't have TV time for particular people, but your revenue is steady going up. I mean, I don't want to rant, I don't want to rant times 12, but that's just my 2 cents. What do you think? Leave a comment. Leave a comment. Let me know if I'm wrong, if I'm right. If you have some more suggestions, or if you know what, let me know if you disagree with me. But I truly think that factions lead to, I think, a better product. But just like I said, you let me know. You let me know what's going on. Of course, that's the end of my 2 cents. Leave a share. Do a share. Leave a like. Hit the notification bell. I pretty much record almost every day now. I almost record every single day now. So, anything else, you let me know. I will leave, I'll leave my email in the link as well, so you can get with me and you can leave suggestions as well. If you don't want to leave them in the comment section. But just like I said, we got SmackDown Go Home. We have Rampage tomorrow, and of course Sunday we have WrestleMania Backlash. But until then, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.